All right, guys, MooBear32 here with a quick, simple video on physical media. Guys, there's a lot of misinformation going around out there concerning physical media, its longevity, how long it will be here, and current technology. I want to set the record straight on that now, today, at this very moment. Um, First of all, disclaimer, all of the hate in the comment section that I'm going to get from trolls on YouTube for making this video, I just want to come right out and say, I don't even give a care. I'm not even going to respond to your comments. So you can put them there, but I'm not going to respond to them. Okay? This is America. You could put anything in the comment section you want to. I don't care if you say, I like a duda cha-cha. Put it there. If you want to put that there, put that there. I don't really give a care. Okay? Facts outweigh opinions every day. Okay? And I know it's the popular thing these days to try to crush facts with your opinion. But as Mr. T said in, one of his old, kid PCAs that he used to do back in the day, it don't work that way. Okay? So, first of all, I am a proud geek. I love technology. I love my technology. I love 4K, 8K. I'm not so in love with because I just think you get so far, it's stupid. My eyeballs can't see that. Yours surely can't. Listen, as to whether or not physical media is dying, it's not. Now, before you start throwing shoes at your computer screen, your TV, before you chuck your phone, just please listen. The technology that we're dealing with Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray, 8K Blu-ray, what have you, is still fairly young. It's young. So they're not just about to make that technology and then 5 minutes later it's gone. It doesn't work that way normally in the tech industry unless something quickly comes along that's much better. Nothing has. Okay? Not saying that it won't, it will. We all know that. But listen to me. When it comes to physical media, it hasn't. It hasn't. Okay? Back in the day when we were doing VHS and beta, VHS obviously won out over beta. Does beta still exist? If you can find it. Okay? And there are still beta players out there, believe it or not. But VHS won that battle. And so now we have a graveyard of VHS tapes. And there are things that you can still buy or only buy on eBay that are only presented in VHS form. You can have that transferred over to DVD. There are several places that do that, maybe near you. I know of one where I am in my locale. But to the current matter at hand, 4K Blu-ray, okay? Guys, it's not going anywhere. Not anytime soon. The particular, on one particular YouTube video, I answered with an astute answer about whether or not 4K media was going anywhere because, as you can see, this, what I have up now is a report about, the red box, little boxes dying out. First of all, there are some extenuating circumstances to this that weren't being talked about. Redbox already had several issues going on with it. It already had several issues. Okay? So there's that. The other thing is this, and you guys do what you want to with this. Like I said, I already gave the disclaimer. I'm not answering the hate mail in the comment section. Sorry. Break your fingers if you want to. It's just going to get ignored. okay, all day long. Because I'm setting the record straight here. Listen to me. Nobody is going to buy poorly made movies. There are several movies that I can name right now in this video that were supposed to be blockbusters. They were supposed to be great. And then when they got to the theater, they were absolute trash. They were just garbage. So then they released the Blu-rays, and they're not flying off the shelf like people thought they would. Now, people will still buy them just to say I have it in my collection. But put it to you this way. A couple of those movies were coded so bad for sound on the Blu-ray. I don't care if they were using Atmos. I don't care if they were using DTSH. I don't care. It was coded so bad you could barely hear them. Okay? Not to mention, just the movies themselves were just terrible. They were bad. They were poorly made. Not in my opinion, but according to the box office records of those movies. So if movies are terrible and people aren't buying them, it doesn't mean that physical media is dying. It just means that better movies need to be made. Okay? So let me explain how the difference between streaming and physical media, really not the difference between the two, but the benefits of one over the other. I meant to say that. The benefits of one over the other is simply that physical media has all of the lossless audio, the sharpest dynamic quality. In other words, it looks like you're there. It looks like you're touching the street when you see it, or the person. You can see the fibers on their skin. Digital media, grainy. Oh my gosh, my internet's slow, so now I'm not getting the best quality. I can hear it, but I have to turn it up more because the sound isn't quite as crystal as, let's say, physical media with DTSHD, Dolby Atmos if you're a fan of it, Dolby True HD, and there's some others that I'm omitting just because I don't want to spend 30 hours naming all of the codexes. Physical media offers that cannot be offered with digital media. The reason it cannot be offered with digital media is because the bandwidth simply isn't there to hold an uncompressed picture quality. I do not hold any of the streaming companies, whoever you name, accountable for this. It's just simply where the technology is right now. It's not their fault. They provide 4K streaming to the best of their technological ability to the user. Okay? That's not their fault. Okay? And as far as sound quality goes, do what I did, buy a home theater system if you're into digital media content, and do it that way, and you'll get a good sound, but you will not get lossless audio. Besides just those qualities in physical media, the lossless audio, the crisp picture, here's the other benefit that far outweighs the benefit of digital media. Okay? I own all of the Avengers movies in 4K. All of them. All of them. I'm not going to look in my video library one day and go, oh, can't watch that anymore. It's been deleted. Those of you, and I'm not telling you not to buy digital content. This is not what this is. Your preference is your preference. My preference is mine. What I'm saying to you is, you'll go to look for, let's say, Avatar. If you're an Avatar fan. Oh, I think I'm going to watch Avatar today. I just love that movie so much. All of a sudden, you look for it, it's gone. There's not even a message that your digital content has been taken down. What makes you think, any of you, that that is more beneficial than owning a hard copy? And I'm asking you that question. What makes you think that's more beneficial than owning a hard copy? I'm not even going to answer that. You answer that yourself. It's rhetorical. It's self-explanatory. Okay, moving right along. So, no one can delete physical media from your possession. Going back to the technology being young, the technology is still fairly young. There is a website. There's a couple of websites I'm going to point you out to. One of them being the most foremost authority on Blu-ray, all things Blu-ray, 4K, the quality of it, everything, Blu-ray.com. They're not going anywhere. Guys, they're not budging, they're not moving, they're there. Ask yourself, why is Blu-ray.com not shutting down? Because physical media isn't going anywhere. 4K physical media isn't going anywhere. Okay? So the whole physical media dying thing is a very weak industry push. There are videos on YouTube, guys, in the early 2000s of media, news media saying that, get this, home PCs are becoming a thing of the past. In the early 2000s, these news reports came out. Guess what gamers use today? Home PCs. The home PC business is still booming. People are still buying home PCs, especially gamers. Now, I prefer console. That's another video for another day. But home PCs are still booming. Okay? And videos like that can be found on YouTube. They were made in the early 2000s. Home PCs are still here. They still advertise for them. You know, I don't care if you go to Best Buy or wherever you want to go or whatever venue you use. Home PCs are still a thing. People still build towers. Okay? So, all right? So, the technology we're using for physical media is still fairly young. It's not going anywhere. If you really believe that, if you really think so, you need to get rid of your $2,000 smart TV or however much it costs. You need to get rid of it. Get rid of it. And most of you won't, because you know that news reports like physical media dying is poppycock. Okay? There's no proof that physical media is dying. Oh, another website I want to point you guys out to is 4K for you. It's 4K, okay, and then 4 like the number 4, and then the letter U.com. They rent out 4K Blu-rays. There's an advertisement for those two. I suggest you subscribe to Blu-ray.com. And if you really like your 4K Blu-rays and your physical form of home entertainment like I do, please subscribe to 4K4U.com for all your 4K Blu-ray rentals. They're not going anywhere either. There's a reason for that. No one's throwing out their 4K Blu-ray players. Some companies who have made 4K Blu-ray players very poorly are getting out of them because they made them very poorly. They have to get out of the business, okay? Because no one buys their 4K. No one goes to the bottom of the barrel for a 4K Blu-ray player. I didn't, okay? I'm a Sony fan, so I went to Sony, okay? But physical media is not dying. I'm probably one of the most current videos on this, I think. Physical media is not dying. It's not going anywhere. It trumps over digital media. No one can delete your physical media. And the bandwidth simply isn't there for digital media to be able to compete with physical media the way it does. Guys, stop believing everything that you see on the internet or TV or whatever or what have you. Do your research first. Before I end this video, I just want to say this. You know, every astute answer that I gave everyone in the comments section of the video, still that you're looking at right now, I was muted by those people. I didn't cuss anybody. I didn't lash out or rage at anybody. I simply gave them an astute answer as I'm giving you now on the technology. One person, and by the way, I take screenshots of the responses that I make. I wish I could show those to you guys. You know, one of the comments I received today before making this video was that 5 years from now, physical media won't even be here. And my response to that again is simply this: throw out your TV. If you believe that, throw your TV out. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Companies did not make 4K and 8K Blu-ray players so that 5 years from now we could throw them out. Again, the technology is still fairly young. I'm going to tell you this. Probably some things will happen in our world that make us stop paying attention to television and gaming and all of that sort of thing. I believe that's completely possible because we'll be too worried about other things to be worried about stupid stuff like that. But as somebody who is a lifelong geek and who's like knows his technology, okay, well enough that if it were possible, I could read a technological Bible to you. Physical media isn't going anywhere. Don't believe the hype. Okay, don't believe this weak industry push that's, by the way, going nowhere. You can look up all the statistics. Physical media is still one of the most purchased forms of media out there. And for those of you who say, well, I prefer digital over physical, you should do that. You should do that. And I'm not going to argue with you on that. I prefer physical. There are people like me that prefer physical. And for people like us, guess what? Those venues will continue to exist. Physical media will continue to be made. Nobody is saying, hey, we're getting rid of 4K and it's never coming. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Amazon.com, by the way, is still selling all new releases in 4K. Go ahead, go to Amazon, look it up. Okay? So, Blu-ray.com, 4K for you. Subscribe to those today. You'll get some great physical content and information, especially out of Blu-ray.com. Please subscribe to that. They'll keep you updated on physical media information and facts and different things like that. It's a great forum. It's also a great place to shop if you want to buy your 4K Blu-rays from anywhere in the world, by the way. And I'm Uber32. I know this video was like almost 20 minutes long. I apologize for that, but I just wanted to set the record straight. And again, if you disagree with me, you're more than welcome to. You're also more than welcome to respectfully disagree with me in the comments section. I don't care. I said it at the beginning of this video. Facts outweigh opinions every day. Facts outweigh opinions every day. And your opinion may be strong, but it does not negate the facts that are ahead of that clearly. Okay? MooBear32 out.